to restrict them in around 150, 140 to score.
आनी तकल्यान कितें अशें चल्लां की लज स्क्रीन आउटफिल्ड आसा सो इमिजिएट तुवें फिल्डिंग घेतल्या सो कितें रिजन आसा तुजे तकलेन
रिजन तशें कांय ना आमचे चेस करपाक बॅट्समॅन तशे बरे आसा ताका लागून फिल्डिंग घेतली आमी.
ओके बेस्ट ऑफ लक नाना अमर टॉस आसला पूण कांय प्रॉब्लम ना तुमी बॅटिंग करतले पयलीं सो कितें अशें दिसता तुका कितलो टोटल ह्या विकेटीर पुरो जातलो डिफेंड करपाक
160 प्लस टार्गेट बरो आसतलो आनी पीच तशी वायट ना पयली बॅटींग करपाक आनी वत येयलेलें आसा सो ट्राय करता 160 प्लस.
आनी म्हाका दिसता तुमी उगे पंचायत ऑलमोस्ट चवथो काय पांचवोच टुर्नामेंट खेळटात एक ग्रूप जावन कित्याक नॉर्मली ऑल गोवा टुर्नामेंट जाताले सो डिफरंट फॉर्मेट सो टीम बॅलन्स कसो आसा
टीम बॅलन्स बरो आसा पूण आयज आमचे 2 प्लेयर ना मातशे इंजरी सो बाकीचे 2 प्लेयर रिप्लेस आसा तेय बरे आसा सो कॉम्बिनेशन बरें आसा.
Thank you, DJ. Meanwhile, we can see both the team getting geared up, doing the final touch-up, and two umpires are rolling their sleeves, doing as playing the role of judges. Two pair that is commonly seen in SANGUEM Cricketers tournament, wishing each other best of luck as they are going to judge the day. Nilesh Naik, the dicky bird, I would say, of Goa, as well as the senior most Billy Bowden of Goa, Ajit Shirodkar, going to take the charge out in the middle. Meanwhile, Nageshi Youth has won the toss and they will be fielding first. Even I can see two openers already geared up, doing the final touch-ups before they could roll onto the wicket. So before we could start the inning, let's go to the playing 11 of both the teams. First of all, the home team starts off SANGUEM. Amar Arkas captain, Bharat Arkas, outstation Vinesh Satarkar, another outstation Sanjay Naik, Siddhant Desai, Abhishek Gaonkar, Jason Pereira, Ajit Naik, Amay Naik, Shubham Desai, Shubham Gaonkar, and their 12th man is Gaurish Naik. So let's see the playing 11 of Nageshi Youth. Sachin Kurpaskar, the captain. Kedar Naik, Shubham Desai, Mayur Tilve, Zubair Savnur, Shubham Gaude, Sapresh Murvi, Babulal Patan, Stanley Fernandez, and outstation players Ahmed Amsekar and Nikhil Naik. So I would like to describe a little bit about Nikhil Naik. Nikhil Naik had played in the previous edition when the tournament was for all Goa teams open, where outstation players were allowed, and Nikhil Naik has played for Dempo Juniors for the very first time in this tournament. And he was a devastating batsman in that year. And I still remember the straight drive. Bowler, I'm not getting the name of the bowler, but he has taken his hands away from the ball. That was the power that was hit by Nikhil Naik. So now he is playing as the outstation player for Nageshi Youth. And he's also played for KKR at the IPL. So a prospect, all the eyes will be on Nikhil Naik for today's day. So here with me in the commentary box, I'm with my senior partner Harish Kakodkar, Viraj Tendulkar doing the stats, and the live team along with us. So captains, kindly note there are dustbins been kept in your dugout. So let's use those dustbins and keep the ground clean. So here the stage is set for the first match of the second day of this beautiful tournament organized by SANGUEM Cricketers, and it's the 21st edition. Umpires are out. A final meeting is on of the fielding side. Even the openers are waiting for a field setup so that they can roll their sleeves and take their willow in their hand and come out to rock out in the middle. And meanwhile, requesting extra player of both the teams to kindly come and assist our scorer, as so many prizes to be given in this tournament and the names to be flashed. So the stage is set, and here we go with the first delivery as usual. Stanley with the ball in his hand towards the road end. The Chamindavas of Goa all set to deliver left arm over the stumps. Lovely cover drive away from the fielder, and what a lovely way to start the inning. That's a wonderful drive. 4 runs to carry on with the inning. Confident looking shot, the gap has been pierced through the covers. And that boundary definitely will boost the confidence of Bharat at the striker's end. As usual, bang bang, Bharat starts with a bang. Another base hit as a appeal, and Stanley has taken the wicket of dangerous Bharat. Bharat back to the pavilion, courtesy a good line delivery. Ball tilting away in the hint of a swing, taking the kiss of the bat and travels to Amai safely. Bharat back to the pavilion at the individual score of 4. So now the pressure has been shifted on the batting side as the dangerous batsman is back to the pavilion. So Amar is applying a different strategy. Normally Amar and Bharat is the pair that have rocked all over Goa, but this is a different format. So new man in is Shubham Gaukar. He is also a young prospect, can play the ball quite effortlessly. But this is a different format. Normally he plays the tennis ball cricket, and now he's trying his luck in a leather ball. But the one with the ball is the main concern for the batting side, as he is a very shrewd bowler, can swing the ball either side. First ball was pitched up, Bharat taking full advantage, drives the ball through the covers, and the second delivery right in the zone where Stanley delivers most of the time. The most successful bowler of Nageshi Youth starts the inning and striking on the second delivery that he has bowled. So as the power play over is on, three fielders are kept outside 30-yard circle. Another good delivery, equally well played. A Yorker was delivered as the young Turk was on the striking end, just to test the batting skills. Good thinking from Stanley. Good attacking strategy from Stanley. Delivering in the right areas, making the batsman to play the ball on the every occasion. That is the strength of Chamindavas of Ponda. Another good delivery, equally well played. One is the call, but equally well denied at the very last moment. But Shubham is quick, and what a strong throw from Nikhil Naik. And the decision has been given to the third umpire. So let's say what it is, whether it is green or red. A strong throw right onto the stumps. The timber is shaken. Bells goes for a troll. And the decision is come towards the third umpire. So the decision has been made and a green light flashes out to say that batsman is safe. So no harm done, but what a lovely throw from Nikhil Naik. He was at least 20 yards away from the stumps and a direct powerful throw onto the stumps, but Shubham was quick enough to come back into the crease rightly on the time. So meanwhile, the power play over, first over continues, and the slip has been taken out by Stanley, kept him at the short mid-wicket. Meanwhile, the experience is being counted by Nikhil Naik, helping his teammates to set the field. Another good delivery, equally well played as a hint of in-swinger ball moving towards the body line of the batsman after hitting the deck. Equally well played onto the back foot. Don't want to take any risk as one wicket is already down in the power play. So let's see what is going to be the strategy from here on. Whether they are going to be little defensive towards Stanley or maybe thinking of taking some time before they could roll out. Another good delivery, lovely cover drive. Going away from the fielder, Supresh as quick onto his feet. Throw comes towards the striker's end. But Shubham is quick enough. There was a miscommunication, was a little hesitant to go for the second, but Wame finally gives the call and asks his partner, let's take the second run. So after completion of the first power play over, score is 6 for the loss of 1 wicket. So now another speedster from Ponda area. Sapresh Murve will be bowling the second power play over from the Pepsi end. And this is also going to be a great challenge in front of Amey and Shubham, because they don't play leather ball on the regular occasion, but the team which is fielding plays leather ball and have lot of experience as far as this leather ball is concerned. Sapresh with a very unorthodox run up swings himself, takes a turn and then delivers the ball, making it look little funny, maybe breaking the concentration of the batsman. These are some of the strategies that are applied by the players to disturb the batsman and his concentration. But let's see whether Amey can concentrate and play better in this over. Lot many things are about to happen. Second power play over is about to be delivered by Sapresh Murve from the Pepsi end. Praying to Almighty onto his run-up mark. Right arm over the stumps, Amey on the striking end. Wanted to drive the ball onto the front foot, but foot movement was not proper, maybe slightly away from the line of the ball. Ball travels safely to the keeper. So Sapresh starts with a dot ball. So let's see what will be the advice. Definitely a message was sent by the captain as Shubham was walking. Maybe they must have thought, let's spend some time and make a partnership. Let it be a power play, doesn't matter, as the lineup, strong lineup is still there. Amar Arkas is still in the dugout, yet to come. Sanjay Naik, another promising all-rounder who can take the game away at any moment. Vinay Satarkar is also capable. Ajit. So many names, big names, are still in the dugout. Siddhant, Abhishek Gaukar, Shubham Desai. So all these young Turks will take the responsibility. Now initially, as it's a lush green outfield, wicket looks to be very good. A hint of swing as there will be some moisture that have been seeped inside the wicket. That's why the bowler getting some swing. Second delivery, Amey chasing the ball from outside the off stump. No connection, allows the ball to travel to keeper again. Ball has gained momentum after hitting the deck, goes with a decent pace to the keeper. Lovely morning and lovely game is on. Gentleman's game is the name for this game. And two gentlemen out in the middle for SOS after departure of Bharat is Amey and Shubham Gaukar. And 11 gentlemen are fielding in the orange color jersey. There's a one more dot delivery. Sapresh continuing the same form that he has been known for. Delivering the dot balls in the power play, making it difficult for Amey even to take the ball right in the middle. But Amey is also capable of hitting the ball with an ease. If he gets going, then these dot balls will be just a history as the inning progresses. There's a connection. There's a fielder has been kept as a deep gully rather than the normal point. Slight fumble, but 2 runs on the card. With this couple of runs, score moves to 8. So Amey opens his account with that couple of runs. Definitely that will gain little confidence for him. And maybe a hint of swing. That's why we can see the deep gully fielder. Much finer than the normal position. Amey came down the track, connects the ball, but the third man fielder is patrolling the fence. Gets the ball, a single is on, and that single takes the total to 9. So now gradually the scoreboard is moving in form of singles and the doubles. That should be the need of the hour for SOS, as if they keep the wickets, they can play some of the initial overs, then definitely openers will boost their confidence and it will be a good platform for the players that will follow. Another good delivery, well played. Single is the call, and that's a well responded by Shubham as well. Ame sends a single is on, it takes a single after completion of 2, score moves to 10 for the loss of 1 wicket. Stanley to continue the last compulsory power play over from road end. Left arm over the stumps, man on strike, Shubham. Lovely connection. There's a deep point running to stop the ball. Meanwhile, let's see where the batsman can take a couple of runs. The first run was slower compared to the basics. They always say, take the first run very hard, put the pressure on the fielder. But here, both the young Turk, one experienced batsman and a young Turk, are a little slower as they take the first run. And now Ame on the striking end for the very first time to Stanley. A different bowler, a different angles that have been bowled. Let's see how Ame is going to tackle Stanley. Short pitch delivery, wanted to cut the ball. Ball races even much quicker to Ame. Safely into the gloves of a keeper. Ame Damsekar doing the job behind the stumps. So the story continues as far as Stanley is concerned of the dot balls. A good shrewd bowler, have lot of experience and knows which are the right areas for the different batsmen. And Stanley strikes as the hint of in-swing that he is known for. No chance for Ame to take the bat in the middle of the ball and the stumps. Stumps goes for a roll. Second wicket back to the pavilion. Ame departs in the third over. DJ. Meanwhile, the canteen is open towards the left-hand side of the dugout of Nageshi Youth. If anyone is hungry or thirsty, you can visit the canteen. As eatables are available as well as the liquids. Gatorade is also available. That is energy drink. And one more energy drink just now launched by Budweiser is also available. So if you want some energy drinks, you can visit the canteen, which is towards the left-hand side of the dugout of Nageshi. And now, as Amar Arkas is on the striking end, the first free hit is on. That is the strategy that was missed by Bharat. Bharat would have taken the free hit as he has struck a beautiful boundary. He should have thought that definitely Stanley is going to try his best weapon out of his armory. And now Amar Arkas, being very smart, decides to take the free hit on the very first delivery that he's going to face. So let's see whether Amar can connect on the first delivery that he's facing. If he connects, then the morals and the confidence of a captain will be very high. So many things out to happen. Meanwhile, Stanley left arm over the stumps. Oh my dear, the free hit ball was left. A very rare thing to see and a grace for the eyes. Even if the ball was delivered wide, definitely batsman would have gone for that. A free hit wasted. Taking the second free hit. So let's see whether he can take advantage on the second free hit that he has taken. Different set of field placement for Amar Arkas. Stanley about to deliver the next delivery of the compulsory third power play over. And this is going to be the last power play over, which is compulsory. So many things, many things about to happen. Lot of cricket is remaining in this first inning. And there's a connection, but the fielder has been kept right on the boundary rope towards the sweeper area, more towards the cover. Gathers the ball comfortably. Sapresh throws it back to the keeper. Meanwhile, the single on the second free that have been taken by Ahmad Arkas, and to change the strike to bring Shubham on the striking end. That single takes the total to 12. Third over in progress, 12 for the loss of 2 wickets. That's a wonderful drive, and that's a ball racing towards the third man area. Quick work from a fielder from the tip, but a slight fumble allows both the batsmen to take couple of runs, and there is a 2 runs, takes the total to 14. So that's the completion of third over, and the compulsory power play over is concluded. 14 for the loss of 2 wickets. DJ. So Sapresh to continue. Fourth over of the inning as the compulsory power play overs are concluded. Now the captain is having liberty to keep 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. And as Amar is on the striking end, immediately calls out for the third free hit. Sapresh about to deliver. Third free hit is on. Let's see whether Amar can connect for the maximum that is known, better known for power hitting. So here we go, Sapresh with the unorthodox run-up. Takes a troll, and there we can see there's a connection straight down the ground. Fielder has been kept right, patrolling the fence. Collects the ball, throws it back to the bowler. Amar is not happy, checking his bat. Maybe taken the ball on the lower part of the bat. That's why there was not enough power generated on that stroke. And that brings Shubham on the striking end. So definitely a word of advice for Shubham during the another outswinger. Ball kept little low, but equally well kept by Amay behind the stumps. So definitely second day is the morning session is for the bowling team. So far, hint of swings that is happening. Aname is asking for the headgear. We can see the stance of Shubham standing deep in the crease. Another good delivery, plays watchfully towards the point. No fielder at the proper position. Fielder has been placed towards the slighter finer side towards the gully. Meanwhile, a chance for a single, and that single brings Amar on the striking end. So far, three free hits has been taken. And the total is 15 on the board. A steady start by SOS after the departure of Bharat. Lovely looking strike, but field placement is properly kept for Amar. Nana knows the strong areas of Amar Arkas. Amar Arkas is not happy with the willow that he has taken in his hand. Immediately asking for a better willow so that he can get some runs for his side. And now, since he's off the strike, umpire asking him to have little patience. And here, oh my dear, this is the concern for the fielding side. Sapresh is feeling pain. I can feel that pain because the bowlers know how difficult it is when the muscles cry out saying, "We are sorry, my friend, I can't keep you on the feet." And this pain are being felt by most of the bowlers when they are right onto the duty, bowling for the side. So this might be the concern for Nageshi captain Supresh. Let's see whether he can continue. He's a tough guy, but if he has pulled his muscle, then definitely it will be a break time for Supresh. Because if we execrate, then it may be more damage for the muscle. So let's see what is going to happen as a change of willow for both the batsmen, as well as a little break as Supresh has pulled his muscle. Now looks to be okay. Gradually moving on to his run-up mark. Let's see what is going to come now. Definitely that muscle will be hinting Supresh every now and then. He's going to put the pressure on that leg. So meanwhile, the play resumes after a halt. Change of the willow. Let's see whether can bring the fortune for the batting team. As Amar Arkas and Shubham out in the middle. Amar at the non-striker's end. Shubham on the striking end. Supresh to deliver. And the time has been noted by Viraj Tendulkar. Total 90 minutes I awarded for the fielding side. So they have to commence within those 90 minutes. Otherwise, the penalty may be on. Another good delivery, equally well played. Away from the fielder at the point. The ball travels towards the wideish third man area. Fielder from the deep gathers the ball, throws it back to the keeper. And one more run, taking the total to 18. So this is going to be the last delivery of the fourth over. Amar Arkas on the striking end. Again wanted to swing the ball very hard. Slight swing, taking the ball away from the batsman. Helps the ball to travel safely to the keeper. Meanwhile, that concludes over number 4. After completion of 4 overs, score is 18 for the loss of 2 wickets. So now the captain decides it's time for him to deliver. Comes from the road end, now setting the field for himself. So after doing the much searching with the help of the keeper Amit Damsekar, Sachin Kurpaskar realized Nana left arm over the stumps. Nicely pitch delivery, equally well fielded diving effort from Nikhil Naik. Stops the ball and stops the single. So Sachin starts with a dot ball. And now in the innings as a different format, even that makes... Oh my dear, Shubham wanted to heave the ball. No proper connection. Ball spins off the deck and the timber is disturbed. Third wicket back to the pavilion. So new man in at the number 5 is Jason Pereira, another good batsman who can play till the inning could steady the fall of wickets. Anchor, I must say, of SOS is out in the middle. He can stick one end for sure for his team. Actually, he should be promoted top the order, but some different strategies. Sachin Kurpaskar, another flighted delivery ball, having a little of deviation after landing on the track, comes straight to the Ame. That is the stock ball of Sachin Kurpaskar. Down to the legs, but umpire is saying it was going down the leg stump. That's why it's been denied. So the dot ball continues. Clearly, there was a deviation. But the benefit of doubt makes Jason to survive. Now Sachin Kurpaskar decides to come round the stumps to get the proper angle. The good delivery. Ball gliding towards the batsman after landing on the deck. So mixing up his deliveries, creating a doubt in the mind of the batsman. Sachin Kurpaskar as good as ever. Left arm around the stumps. Fifth over in progress. Short pitch delivery. Jason cuts the ball. Good fielding. Good throw and mishap. Jason back to the pavilion. Fourth wicket goes down on the final delivery of the fifth over. And the fall of wickets continues. So it's time for me to take a break and inviting my senior partner Harish Kakodkar for the further updates. Meanwhile, DJ, it's your time.
Youth, then certainly they are with the momentum in this match. They have shown that they are a very good unit, and already they have got Nikhil Naik as well to give them the boost, to give them the strength that they require to go and prosper in this tournament. Zubair comes from the Pepsi end. Oh, starts off with the bouncer. Surprised Amar Arkas there. Sanjay Naik is the new man who will be at the non-striker's end. Zubair is from this team Nageshi Youth and looks to be a good prospect as he has got a good height, tall lad. And looking at the action, yes, it's just the first ball that I've seen of this man. Looks to be a good prospect for future of Nageshi Youth. He's got a pace as well. Although it's wide, slightly wide, but certainly with another 2-3 balls, he will be much more quicker, slightly heated up after that first 2 or 3 balls being bowled. That is normally the case with a fast bowler. They are not with that usual pace in the first 2 balls. But once they get hang with the pitch and they get hang with the rhythm, then they become much more pacier than they are. So once again, very nicely played. It's a full toss ball, but fielders are placed in the right areas. We have seen yesterday few matches. The fielding position was not up to the mark as well. Not about the misfields I'm talking about. I'm talking about field position that also plays an important role. That is the reason why experience is required. And you can see, although Nana Kurpaskar is the captain of the side, he's been assisted here in the field by Nikhil Naik, who has got immense experience. And free hit has been taken. This is the 4th free hit taken here by SOS. And it's been taken by Sanju. Sanju may be thinking that I am facing the first ball and facing this lad maybe for the first time. So let's take that free hit and try to get a start. So deep point has been brought back inside and man taken to deep mid-wicket region. And once again, not giving in his slot and bowling too wide outside of stump. Free hit continues. As Sanjay had signaled that he wants to continue with the free hit. So Nikhil having a word with the young pacer, Zubair, maybe telling and sharing his experience of playing in the KKR squad. You don't have to worry about, you have got the field. So just bowl accordingly, bowl with a decent line. So once again, this is his favorite shot, Sanju. Slog sweeper. He plays that quite well compared to many other players. If it's in the slot, he suddenly go after it. And that was a free hit. He had got the license to go for that. Normally, we have seen Amar Arkas coming top of the order. Maybe some different thinking here from this side, SOS. Bharat Arkas had come with Ame Naik. Bharat went first. Once again, good bouncer. And very nicely glided down the third man region by Amar Arkas. Amar, we have seen, played many innings in his career along with Bharat Arkas at the top of the order. This time maybe they thought that they want to change the batting lineup, maybe some strength in the middle order. And that's the reason why they have kept Amar Arkas down. Jason Pereira was a good pick for this side. Jason Pereira plays very nicely, very correct player, but he was run out, which was totally not required at this stage. And that's the reason why SOS are back in this match on the back foot. Very nicely driven down the ground. Fielder is placed. Will be only a single. Going along with the momentum slowly, they know that once you have lost 4 wickets, certainly we cannot lose, and we want a partnership here at this stage for another 4-5 overs maybe. If they lose wicket, another wicket in another 2-3 overs, then it will be huge pressure on the batters who are coming lower down. This time once again wide. Bowling too many wides, maybe trying more stuff, trying something extra. And when you are trying something extra, this is what happens. You should do. Good length, just rising very well. We have seen yesterday also it is a true wicket where you can play your shots. Never mind, decent here over from Zubair, although a few wides have been given in that over after completion of 6. The score is 26 for the loss of 4. So in comes Nanapur Paskar, who has already got 1 wicket under his kitty, and second wicket that had fallen was in the form of a run out. And it was a maiden over as well. Very nicely bowled, very nicely bowled. You can see him mixing it up well, bowling some flighted deliveries, mixing up with the one that comes with the arm, one quicker ball. And that's a good sign of a good bowler. Captain leading from the front this time. Very nicely driven down the ground. It was in the slot for Amar Arkas to go after. Nanapur Kalpar, I know that he is a wonderful left-arm bowler, and not only that, he is a fantastic hitter of the cricket ball. So it is just like a Sehwag. Sehwag also used to come up the order, hit the ball everywhere across all parts, and this is going to be a free hit as well. And then he used to come and bowl his off-spinners, take important wickets. So Nana, something similar to that, a devastating batsman, and also gets wickets at the right time. And this is going to be the last free hit taken by Sanju. As you know, SANGUEM Cricketers has different rules, a different set of rules in the tournament that they organize. This time, once again, trying to play that in the mid-wicket region. No connection so far from Sanju. Sanju is a very good all-rounder. Plays for Goa Police in most of the tournament, leather ball tournament, and also does quite well in winning many man of the match or man of the tournament awards in tennis ball as well. So he's good in both forms of the cricket. This time, very nicely driven, should get a boundary. Oh, lovely crisp hitting. Straight drive here from Amar Arkas. Is Amar getting his form back? This shot will definitely give him confidence. This shot down the ground, straight drive, looks very, very elegant, and the best shot you can play in leather ball cricket. So that will give him a lot of confidence for Amar Arkas. Oh, once again, very nicely driven in the covers region. Should get another boundary. Back-to-back boundaries here for Amar Arkas. Exactly, I was mentioning that once you get a feel of this wicket, once you know that the timing is coming back, and immediately you can go with the flow, go with the momentum, and time much, much better. You can see that the second shot was, the timing was even much better. Crisp and free-flowing Amar Arkas. This is exactly what happens. Once you know that the batsman is driving you well, you're trying to shorten the length, and Amar Arkas played it very nicely, although it was in the straight in the hands of the point region field. No runs to that ball after completion of 7 overs. The score is 36 for the loss of 4. Score is 36 for the loss of 4 in 7 overs. Well, outstation players for Nageshi Youth, Amit Dhamsekar and Nikhil Naik. Nikhil Naik, everyone knows his capabilities with the bat. He's a devastating batsman and was in the KKR squad. So it's a great thing here, wonderfully capped here from Amit Dhamsekar. So many wides being bowled. First he bowled wide on the offside. Now he started bowling wides down the leg side. But this could have been 5 runs. I should give a commendable job done here by Amit Dhamsekar. One of the very good wicket keepers. And there's the same thing I was mentioning yesterday's matches as well. You need to have good regular wicket keeper. If you don't have a regular wicket keeper in leather ball cricket, it can be hell lot of difficult life for all the bowlers. Some of the catches against Agonda Warriors were not being taken by Mandavi Parivar, a wicket keeper. So if you don't have a clean regular wicket keeper, it can cost a lot of runs leaking from behind the wickets. Once again, very nicely driven. So Amar is getting his form back. He has played some devastating innings in his career. Already crossed 35 years. Amar and Bharat, twin brothers. But certainly if you are playing continuously in touch with the game still stays inside you because you are giving your time for the game. And that is more important. Practice and practice, continuously playing the matches gives you much better feel of playing in a big tournament like this. Yesterday's matches we have seen two strong powerhouses of Goan cricket, MCC and Gino Dragons of Mapsa. That is of Mapsa municipality. That's a good delivery there. 178 was being scored and everyone thought, and I was already discussing that it was going to be a par score on that wicket. Par score because this is one of the best surfaces that we have seen. Very true bounce. Keeper could collect a ball if you bend your back. And spinners were also getting some sort of purchase. You could play your shots with the strengths that you have. Wonderfully flicked here. Should get a boundary and ball is coming close to me. And it has come straight to Viraj Tendulkar. Wonderful flick here down the leg side in the square leg region. No chance for the fielder. So mixed bag of over here from the bowler. Zubair Savinur. Some balls he is bowling outside off stump. Some balls he is bowling down the leg side. And such easy shots. It's a bread and butter shot here for Amar Arkas. Slightly open stance. Amar always plays with. He likes to play, gets himself some room. Big appeal. And let us wait for umpire's signal. Well, I think it's off the bat. That's why no signal from the umpire. He heard the nick very correctly. Well, there are no reviews for the LBW. It is only for an out. So 1 run taken here, and with that 8th over comes to an end, 45 for 4. Well, 3 overs back, if you see the projected score was showing somewhere around 85-90. Suddenly, when Amar Arkas has started going, flowing very nicely here at GCA ground in Sangem, we immediately got 21 of 18 balls. He's been accompanied by Sanjay Naik, who is a fantastic all-rounder. So good partnership being built, and projected score now has increased to 115. This is what cricket is all about. If you stay on the wicket and have a good partnership, it goes with your flow, the momentum shifts towards you. If you lose consistently wickets, then it can trouble your side and the batsmen that are coming below the order. Some problem with the helmet, or maybe ends has gone inside the helmet. Kept it on grass, that helmet, and ends must have gone inside. So he's asking for a change of helmet. Well, Ahmed Amshekar has recently got married. So biting of ends is not going to be a great thing for him. Well, married people have a lot of other things to worry about. So he'll be okay with that. I guess nothing to worry. He's got a good smile behind the wickets. Well, one of my favorite cricketers, Ahmed Amshekar, and a very firm upright behind the wickets. That's the reason why he's an outstation player for Nageshi Youth. Once again, Amar Arkas knows that he has got a good feel what the surface is doing. So if at all the ball is going to be landing in his slot, certainly he is going to give it a full-blooded drive. And we have seen already one straight drive, the off drive, and the cover drive. Both were magnificently hit. Beautiful timing from Amar Arkas. I was mentioning about yesterday's match, 178, 179 to chase for Gino Dragons. They did it quite comfortably in the end, without any hustle and fussle. It was all, oh my God, he hit it straight in the hands. And who was the man? It was Nikhil Naik, with immense experience and taking such hard catches. He takes it quite easily. So Sanjay Naik, there was wide gap there, but he hits it straight to the man who is one of the best fielders in this side. Nikhil Naik takes it quite easily. So fifth wicket down here for SOS Sangem at the score of 46. So 46 for 5, 8.2. Anakur Paskar getting his second wicket. This time big appeal, but he was on the front foot. So lots of area to cover for the ball. To if it was supposed to hit the wicket, umpire was very firm that he was on the front foot, so he didn't give it out. Nana Kurpaskar has been bowling excellently in this match, and not only this match, but he is pivotal as a captain, as an experienced player, and is looking to pick a few more wickets. He knows that it is not easy to play left-arm orthodox spin for most of the batsmen. Although Sanjay Naik was a very capable batsman, very good all-rounder in form, but I guess not many leather ball tournaments being held nowadays across Goa. More are tennis ball cricket tournaments. So you are as a leather ball fan, you need to watch this big tournament live, which is going on Goa Livecast. Oh, this is a cracking shot, cracking shot. Lovely fielding, fantastic. I thought it was going for 4 runs. Shubham Desai was coming all the way from the extra cover towards the covers region and stopping it through his legs. So good footwork also sometimes helps. The timing is excellent here from Amar Arkas. Once again, straight down the ground. This time, good effort. But I guess the ball touched the ropes and getting a boundary, Amar Arkas. So devastating Amar Arkas is coming back to form. And he's showing his class here on this GCA ground. You can see there, good effort was there from the fielder, but ball touched the rope. Pathan there. So after 9 overs, the score is 53 for 5. So in comes Babulal Pathan, 53 for 5. Amar Arkas is playing beautifully, and look at the way wickets are falling. New man coming is Vinesh as a batsman. Good fielding at the long off region by Mayur. So Vinesh has come on to replace. Vinesh is also an outstation player. So he will also like to have a partnership with Amar Arkas, who is looking solid out in the middle. But somebody needs to accompany, because if wickets keep tumbling at the other end, what a batsman can do. You can see the timing is coming back of Amar Arkas. He is hitting Straight down. Oh, this is poor stuff. Absolutely poor stuff here. Shubham Desai stopped a beautiful ball that was supposed to go for the boundary in the covers region, and now he gives away easy boundary here. So finally, it's all leveled. Life is always a great leveler, and cricket is also a great leveler. He saved 2 runs, now he gave 2 extra. This time, once again, straight to the man. This time he fields it easily. And sometimes when you try to misfield, the ball also comes to you more often than not. We have seen many a times some funny moments in Australia and England in the international matches as well. Especially the Australian and England fans behind your back. If you misfield one ball, then the entire crowd behind is after you, after your life, because they pressurize you to misfield few more, drop a few more catches. And ball also tend to follow close to you. Finally, you ask your captain, please change my position. So once again, a good piece of fielding, good throw, very good backup. Good cricket over the all from everyone, because he played with soft hands, and Nikhil was very quick to pouch onto that, and 3 were the non-strikers, and good backing by Shubham. So overall, this is the cricket that everyone wants to see. Once again, very well kept here by Amit Damsekar. He has become more agile and fitter after getting married. Oh, what a shot! What a spanking shot here over long off. This is the devastating Amar Arkas for you. He's not worried about the pace. He's not worried about anything. He knows that he's timing it well. So he's asking the bowlers, come, get along. I can hit you anywhere along. This is a stunning reply and a great comeback here from SOS SANGUEM through a marvelous batting display from Amar Arkas. He has quickly moved on to 39 in just 24 balls. I am leaving this commentary box at an interesting phase when Amar Arkas is showing his class and giving a lone warrior battle against Nageshi youth. So 67 for 4 in 10. Over to Sagar Goswami.
Score is 67. This is the beginning of the 11th over. So the captain has to take care of the proceedings as far as fielding is concerned. Meanwhile, a lovely drive away from the fielder, but equally well fielded by Shubham Gowde at the point area. What would have been a single has been stopped, courtesy of very good fielding. So Sachin Kurpaskar to continue left arm round the stumps. Again, well played, but Nikhil Naik is very quick onto his feet, gathers the ball within a splash of seconds. This is 11th over in progress. So over after this is going to be a compulsory golden over. Another good pitch delivery, slightly shorter this time, but equally well played towards the long on area. A straight drive offered onto the back foot to take a single to bring Amar on the striking end. Amar looking very confident now. Even 5 wickets are back to the pavilion. A small partnership was building between Amar and Sanjay, but a good catch taken by Nikhil Naik to the covers to take the 5th wicket, and now another partnership is in the making. Good delivery onto the legs. Amar plays watchfully. Knows that Sachin Gurpaskar gives a flight on the numerous occasion to deceive the batsman. And he has got a very good deliveries in his armory. You can't just be very casual against this bowler. So some strategies can be seen now. And finally Amar loses his patience. Sachin Gurpaskar strikes the dangerous looking batsman. Goes back to the pavilion. 68 for the loss of 6 wickets. So after departure of Amar Arkas, the new man in is Shubham Desai. 2 Shubham Desais are playing for either sides. One for Nageshi Youth, who has did a brilliant job as far as fielding is concerned. Only one missed chance that ball travelled to the boundary rope. And the second Shubham Desai is playing for the batting team. Now will be at the striker's end with jersey number 06 on his back. Still, a lot of cricket is limiting. Depends on how Shubham approach in this inning, as he marking his guard and will be at the striking end. Sachin very confident at this moment. Delivers in the right zone. Ball travels to the point fielder. And that concludes over number 11. After completion of 11 overs, score is 68 for the loss of 6 wickets. So now this is going to be the golden over. And a good thing for SOS is Vinesh is at the striking end. But as the concern for the batting side is the fall of the wickets. 68 for the loss of 6 wickets. So whether Vinesh is going to accelerate or he has to play as per the merit of the deliveries, the time will tell us. Meanwhile, Stanley has been given the ball to bowl the golden over. The golden boy Chamindavas of Nageshi Youth delivering in the golden over. All to getting warmed up to his run-up mark. So finally, the stage is set for Stanley as well as for Vinesh. Vinesh on the striking end. Stanley, the strain gun, Chamindavas of Nageshi Youth, taking the blessing from the Almighty. And here we go with the first delivery. Right into the zone, cuts the ball, much finer. Fielder stops the ball, 2 is the call, and they take a couple of runs completely. Ball was guided towards the third man. by Vinesh. Plays gently. Knows a huge responsibility is on his shoulder now. More 8 overs to be bowled after this over. 12th over in progress. So definitely will be thinking to spend some time checking the field. And here we go with the second delivery of the golden over. Again, cover drive, but straight to the fielder. There's no chance of a run, and Stanley slips down onto his follow through. So this is a lush green wicket where if you don't have spikes on, then definitely the rubber sole is not going to stick on the surface. So that is the concern for the players who are playing without the spikes. Oh my dear, cuts the ball above the circle. Fielder is in act towards the sweeper. Gathers the ball comfortably. Another single. That brings Shubham Desai on the striking end. So far has faced only one delivery. Now onto the strike in the golden over. If Amar Arkas would not have sacrificed his wicket in the previous over, then definitely would have seen some sort of fireworks, but that is not the condition right now. Delivery equally well played by Shubham. Another dot delivery considered by Stanley. So many areas to take care of as far as the batting is concerned. Even Nageshi youth can't relax for an inch. If a partnership happens over here, then a game may slip off their hands, because Vinesh is also a very capable batsman, shrewd all-rounder. Meanwhile, a ball has been pitched way outside the off-stump. Stretch of arms by umpire Ajit Shirodkar confirms that this is a wide delivery. One more run to the total. And we are going to see the total after the completion of golden over, as whatever run scored will be doubled. Meanwhile, a right approach, I must say, by the batting side, not taking any risk. Again, a good delivery straight into the hands of Amay. Shubham, who had just reported at the out in the middle, will look to take the time. Although it is a golden over, he should be a little sensible as per the situation they have to play. Again, ball takes the inside edge of the bat, and equally well kept by Ahmed Damsekar to conclude the golden over. So Virat Shendulkar, the statistician, is checking after the end of 12 overs and the golden over. Score moves to 76 for the loss of 6 wickets. 8 more overs to be bowled. And now from here on, let's see whether these batsmen are going to have patience for some more overs, or they are going to really go after the bowlers. And meanwhile, the batting power play has been taken by Vinesh, as he knows he is at the striking end and he can hit some cricketing shots from his kitty. He's a very capable batsman. I've seen him batting at the Nanda Lolekar Trophy, where the team were almost 7 wickets down at the score of 60 odd runs, and a great 50. In fact, 70 or 80 runs and not out he has scored in that inning. And we were playing in the same team. I also enjoyed his inning, sitting out in the dugout waiting for my turn, which I didn't get also. So that is the capacity of Vinesh. Definitely looks to be a little shy by the body language, but very aggressive when it comes to hit the ball. Meanwhile, Babulal Pathan has been asked to deliver the 13th over as the batting power play has been taken. Pathan is also a very shrewd bowler. Knows how to deliver, mixing up his deliveries. So a youngster, a skinny guy, but having a very good shoulder and even can generate immense space to surprise the batsman. A good contest is on. Batting power play is on. 13th over to progress. Pathan right arm over the stumps. Vinesh plays along the cupboard straight to the short mid-wicket fielder, none other than the captain of the side. Gathers the ball, stops the ball from crossing himself and going towards the boundary. Pathan starts with a dot ball. The run-up of Pathan reminds us of Bumrah walking at least 5 to 7 steps, then charging in to deliver. So right now, a different set of field for Shubham Desai. In fact, Vinesh on the striking end. Ball takes the inside edge and the lucky boundary for SOS. It doesn't matter now how the run comes, but the only concern is they want a decent total after the conclusion of the first inning. So now runs are coming. Not a convincing stroke, but ball takes the leading edge of the bat, travels to the fine leg area. That boundary crosses the 80 mark for the team. Score moves to 80. 13th over in progress. Babulal Pathan now trying some different strategies as mid-wicket has been shifted to square leg. Change in pace, but manages to deliver as a low full toss. Vinesh wants second, but a good strong throw from the fielder. Straight Mayul Tilve at the boundary rope. At the mid-wicket, good strong throw towards the bowler. Restrict both the batsmen for a single. That single takes the total to 81. Shubham on the striking end. Good pacey delivery on to the pads. There is a appeal as ball travel towards the gully area. Fielder from the circle charges in to collect the ball, minimizing the chances of a run. Meanwhile, Babulal delivers another dot ball. Cuts the ball, but fielder is very much active in the gully area. Gathers the ball, Shubham Gowde in a flash. So far the boundaries have been dried up, the runs have been dried up as Shubham Desai is on the striking end. But Shubham have to play sensible, it doesn't matter because there are plenty of overs remaining in this inning. Came down the track charge, what a lovely strike over Nikhil Naik's head. Ball stops before the boundary rope. Meanwhile, couple of runs. There's an appeal and immediately Ajit Shirodkar points it out to third umpire to confirm whether the second run has been taken completely or there might be a fall of wicket. So here we are checking. Thank you, DJ. DJ is playing some intense music to create a little bit of drama and raise the bar. So all are waiting for the decision. And now let's see which light is going to flash out, whether it is going to be green or the red. Looks to be, and yes, batsman survives as is rightly inside the crease on the time. If he had to react a millisecond earlier, then definitely that would have been curtains for Shubham. Meanwhile, that concludes over number 13. Score is 83 for the loss of 6 wickets, and the good thing for SOS is Vinesh Satarkar will be on the strike. 7 overs to go. $83 on the board. So let's see how the match is going to approach from here on, as 90 minutes are given for the captain to conclude the total quota of 20 overs. And if they fail to do so, then the penalty will be decided accordingly by the judges of this game, along with the help of the match referee. So here we go. Stanley to deliver. Good delivery, equally well played with respect. Wanted a single, but the ball approaches much quicker to the fielder, Nikhil Naik, at the covers, minimizing the chances of a run. So Vinesh definitely will be in a dilemma whether to go after the bowler or to have some patience, as more overs to be bowled. Full pitch delivery, equally well played. A chance of a catch. Fielder under the ball. Oh my dear. Miss catch by Shubham Desai. Not looking confident. Shubham Desai from the fielding side. Lucky chance dropped by Shubham Desai. Vinesh survives. And that brings Shubham Desai from the batting team on the striking end. That single taking the total to 84. Another full pitch, cuts the ball. Nana tries the ball with one hand. Ball travels much quicker towards the boundary rope. Fielding effort. Lovely fielding from Mayur. Babulal Pathan, I beg your pardon, has run right from the circle to stop the ball at the boundary rope. Meanwhile, 2 runs taking the total to 86. 14th over in progress. 86 on the board, 6 more overs to be bowled, and a catch drop. What could have been 7 wickets down has been put down by Shubham Desai at the long on area, and a chance for Vinesh to carry on with the inning. Good pitch delivery on to the there's a appeal, and now right on the spot. No doubt in the minds of Ajit Timbaya. Immediately raises his finger, and Shubham Desai back to the pavilion. Yes, he was caught plumb in front of the wickets. So new man in is Siddhant Desai. He is also capable of study the inning and also can hit the ball quite comfortably out of the park. Let's see what is going to be his approach, as the main weapon of Nageshi youth is been introduced. Bowling the 14th over. Stanley bowling the last over of his quota. Good delivery down the leg stump. Definitely stretch of arms by umpire Ajit Shirodkar, signaling to add 1 more run in form of extra. Score moves to 87. So this is a different format as far as SOS is concerned. They are not a regular leather ball cricket players, but still the fighters, I must say, not going to give the things very easy for the opponents. Again onto the body line, equally well played, I must say. Takes the blow onto his legs. I hope everything is fine with Siddhant. Looks to be. And a word of advice from the dugout for Siddhant is not to give the wicket in this over, as this is the last over of Stanley's quota. So the danger bowler will be out of the contention after this final delivery. So Siddhant has to stick on. Plays a straight drive out. See the effort of Stanley. Dives towards his left to stop the ball from crossing him. A good spell from Stanley. 3 wickets for 18 runs in 4 overs. Wonderful bowling. And that concludes his quota. So now ample of options with the captain of NAGESHI. Let's see who is going to come to bowl the next over. Meanwhile, there's a completion of over. Time for DJ for the music. Nikhil Naik, the bowler. Let's see whether he is come to give some runs for the batting side so that he can score later. First delivery equally well played towards the sweeper. Fielder patrolling the fence. Meanwhile, batsman settles for a single. Good line and length maintained by Nikhil Naik as he's bowling the first over of his quota. As the 7th wicket down makes him to come and roll his arm. So let's see whether he can take some wickets or both the batsmen play a sensible knock in this over. Siddhant goes on to the back foot, drives the ball towards the square, towards the leg side, straight down the ground for another single to take the total to 89. 89 for this loss of 7 wickets. Good delivery, there's a appeal. Oh my dear, Nikhil Naik strikes and takes 8th wicket for the team and individual wicket for him as well. DJ. So new man in is Ajit at the striker's end. And it's a surprise to see him come so late. He should have been come much ahead of other batsmen. He is also sensible batsman. Can hit the ball out of the ground. Maybe lack of practice that made the captain to think to send him down the order. As the regular players have been promoted who plays every now and then. Rather, it may be a tennis ball, but it's a game of cricket. Again, a wonderful strike towards the covers. Fielder gathers the ball. Meanwhile, a single is on. That single takes the total to 91. 15th over in progress, 91 on the board. Again, a ball deviating away from Ajit, and that concludes over number 15. After completion of 15, score is 91 for the loss of 8 wickets. And it's time to call Harish Kakodkar in the commentary box. So till Harish comes, I'll continue. Meanwhile, Harish is here and Babulal to deliver the next over. Delivers the dot ball now over to Harish Kakodkar.
So 91 for the loss of 8, 15.1. Don't look like they will play the quota of 20 overs. If at all, these two batsmen stay with only singles without playing too many wrong shots, then only they can reach somewhere around 120, 115, 120. Otherwise, you cannot blame number 9, number 10, number 11 if they are not batting well, because that's not their job. The job should have been of, oh, that was good effort from Amit Amshekar, chance for an out. It was a good effort. Such catches either stick in your hands or they just pop out. Although he was a keeper, he has got a gloves, but nevertheless, a valiant effort here from Amit Amshekar. Batsman taking a single, going at a non-striker's end. Once again, Babulal Patan trying to get and finish this off, bowling quickly. Nageshi Youth has been very clinical with their performance today. Right from the start, they got rid of Bharat Arkas, who was the danger man. And then wickets kept on tumbling. Apart from Amar Arkas, there was no showcase of talent in batting department. It was wickets tumbling in quick succession. Stanley taking 3 wickets, 4 overs, 18 runs and 3 wickets. Fantastic bowling right from the start, and also bowling in the golden over. Once again an outside edge, this time flying off to the third man region. Will get only a single. So far no shots in front of the wicket. Whatever runs are coming are behind the wicket more often than not. That will finish over number 16. It's 94 for 8. Stanley at 4 overs, 18, 3 wickets. Sachin Kurpaskar 4, 19, 3 wickets. A very good performance from both. One left arm medium pacer and one left arm orthodox. So left armers have done a very good job here for Nageshi Youth. Once again, wanted to go for the single. Absolutely no communication from the non-striker. Just said, just stay over there. Let us stay till the 20th over. Sapresh Mulvi bowled 2 overs at the start, and there was an injury scare for him, so he got himself out, got the 12th man onto field, and don't seem that he will be continuing with his bowling in this match at all. I hope that he is all right. He might be icing there in the dressing room dugout, and we'll be hoping that he comes back strongly in the next match when Nageshi Youth, if at all they win this match, then certainly he wants to make himself fit for that. Doing steadily here. 3 balls have been bowled. Nikhil trying to get and finish this off, but the lower order batsmen are not allowing to give away their wickets easily. And that should be the case. You should fight it out. Whether you are number 9, 10, 11, everyone needs to bat nowadays. This time trying to play a big heave shot in the mid-wicket. Nikhil was very smart in tossing that up. That was the option that he chose. Maybe I can get a wicket of the flighter ball. This time it was quicker. Very well kept down the legs wide by Amit Amshekar. Trying to bowl that quick, firing it down the leg side. So many runs are saved by Amit Amshekar behind the wicket today. Keeping has been a top class from his side. It's again straight to Nana Kurpaskar. No chance of a single. So one more over that costed Just few runs, I guess 3 runs in this over. After 17, the score is 97 for 8. Well, this is the 18th over. A slightly slower over rate here from Nageshi Youth. The match started at 11 past 10. Oh, that's a good shot in the gap. Can it be stopped by the fielder? No, boundary after a long time. Very good here from the number 10, Ajit. Scoring a good shot in the covers. No chance for Nikhil as well. No chance for the fielder at a long off region. So Babulal Pathan once again welcomed. He's trying to get wickets, but he has been welcomed with the boundary by Ajit. So 100 up here for SOS Sangem. This time once again very nicely cut away. What a lovely shot. First ball, he drew it beautifully in the covers. This time the bowler dragged him a little bit short. He was onto the back foot and played a wonderful cut shot wide off the third man region fielder. So no chance for them to cut that off. Good piece of batting. Good momentum here by number 9 and number 10. Ajit getting back-to-back boundaries. Some happy moments here for SOS Sangem at the last moment. This time once again a good cut shot. But Nana is there patrolling the point region. So this has been a very good over here for SOS Sangem. They are not only keeping their wickets intact, but also getting the important runs. Oh, that's it. Clean bowl. You can see that the stumps, the LED stumps are lighting. That means it has hit the top of the off stump. A 9th wicket going down, and Babulal Pathan strikes. Can see that the ball came back in. He wanted to hit that over long on region fielder. Ball jacked back in and hitting the top of the middle stump. A good piece of bowling. Good comeback here from Babulal Pathan. In comes number 11, Abhishek. Babulal Pathan has been slightly expensive, 1 for 33 so far for him, but he would like to finish it off by taking a wicket here. And 2 for 33 will look better than 1 for 33. So can he get a wicket and finish this off here for Nageshi Youth? Again, very nicely played. Nana is, in fact, Nikhil was there patrolling the short covers region. Oh, the batsman was loitering in the corridors. Nikhil was very smart. Nikhil knew that it was a direct hit, then it could have been chance of a run out. Batsman was like just going in the garden, watering the plants. This time, no, says umpire. That was very close. He was on to the back foot. Slight scare here for Abhishek, but finally some respite for him as umpire gives him not out. And 18 overs, 106 for 9. So Nikhil will continue to bowl and finish this off. Ahmed Amzega trying his hand behind the wickets for a stumping chance. You can see that the back leg was grounded behind the crease this time. Once again, a slog, a shot. Ajit is right because he knows that yes, if we can play 20 overs, but if we are not getting runs in those next few deliveries, what point is there in staying on the wicket? So he's trying to use his long handle and trying to get some boundaries for his team. Right now, reeling at 107 for 9. Just 10 balls left for SOS. Oh, absolutely no clue. He was on to the back foot, close to the stumps, ball hitting the outside edge. He's absolutely playing like a number 11 today. That's a good shot. That should fetch him 6 runs. Good effort from the fielder, but it was always out of his reach. Nicky will feel that he was unhappy that number 10 is hit him for us. We have to wait for the signal. Okay, yes. It's a boundary. He was way inside. From here, I thought that it was going for 6 runs, but finally when we saw the replay, then certainly the fielder was way too inside and the ball landed inside the boundary line. So once again, good batting here from Ajit. That long handle being used against Nikhil, and now Nikhil understood that I cannot bowl that tossed up delivery because Ajit with his power has hit his 3rd boundary. So once again a dot ball to finish this over number 19. 112 for 9. And in comes Zubair. Nikhil had to bowl 3 overs because he had to bowl 2 overs of Sapresh Murli, who got injured, and 1 over for Zubair. If Zubair bowled decent overs, then certainly he could have bowled 4 overs, but Zubair was wavered. He bowled few wides in his first 2 overs. Now just hoping that he gets a wicket over here and ends up the game on a high note. 112 in a SANGUEM cricketers tournament where you got golden over and also 5 free hits is not going to be much. Although number 9 and number 11 are battling it out, 10 and 11 are battling it out for SOS SANGUEM to get whatever they get at this stage. 113 for 9 and just 4 balls left. Current run rate is 5.84, projected score which was showing when Amar Arkas was batting, it was showing somewhere around 115. So it is hovering around that 115, 117 run mark. Once again, very nicely hit. Didn't time it that well. Oh, once again, it gives a boundary. Too much of hurry from the long off region fielders. That pressure being put by Ajit and Abhishek. And they should have been stopped easily. Well, you cannot blame anyone on this ground. This is one of the best outfield that you can get. And you just got to blame yourself. Where here, even if you play Ranji matches or international matches, those players also will not blame because this has been kept beautifully. This ground, lush green outfield. and you can also dive without hurting yourself. So Ajit has used his long handle to good effect, getting his fourth boundary in this match. Once again, well, looking at the way Abhishek is batting, it's better that Ajit takes strikes of the remaining 2 balls. So at least there is a chance that he is going to get boundary, and SOS can cross that 120 mark. So slight change in fielding position, deep point being brought inside, and short mid wicket being taken to deep mid wicket region. So again, this is better. This is better length. This is hard length to hit. Not in the zone, not in the slot for the batsman. He will definitely learn. He will definitely learn in if he plays more matches for Nageshi Youth. I know Nana Kurpaskar and Sapnesh Murvi will give him more chances because they like new youngsters to be given the opportunity and stage to perform for Nageshi Youth. This is good length, not a bad length, but slightly wide. Once again, too many wides being bowled by him. That's the scare. It's not about giving and licking runs. It's being consistently in bowling in a right channel or that accurate channel that we expect bowlers to bowl. Wonderful umpiring so far we have seen in the first 2 days from Nilesh Naik and umpire Ajit Shirorkar. And this is going to be the last ball. Once again, this is not the last ball. 1 wide outside of stump, 1 wide down the leg side. This has been the story so far here for Zubair Savanur. He's trying to do something extra, and in doing that extra, he's giving extra. This time, can they go for the second run? Ajit want to go for the second. Fielders converging and completes the second run quite easily. So wonderful batting lower down the order from Ajit, making the score go past 120 run mark. 22 of 16. One shot, so only 1 run there that was. So 120 is the target they reached in 20 overs for the loss of 9 wickets. Not a great total being posted by SOS Sangem. And SOS will be hoping that they take early wickets and create a miracle, because batting order of Nageshi Youth is quite strong, with Nikhil, Ahmed Amsekar, Nana Kurpaskar, and some very good batters. Shubham Desai is also there. So 121 is the target. And we'll see the run chase in a short while. So break for some time. That's a scorecard for you. Bharat Arkas scored a boundary of the first ball, then went of the next ball clean bowled. Ame Naik didn't do much, just scored 3. Shubham Gaonkar bowled by Sachin Kurpaskar of 8. And the only batsman who played a very quick fire knock, Amar Arkas, played a wrong shot, scored 39, highest scorer. Sanjay Naik, Vinay Satarkar played a good handle, played score 14. Shubham Desai, Siddhanta Desai went early, and then it was Ajit who scored 21 of 16 balls, handy knock by number 9. That's the reason why they could score 120 for the loss of 9. So 121 is the target. 3 wickets for Stanley, 3 wickets for Sachin Kurpaskar, 1 for Babulal Pathan and 1 for Nikhil Naik. So 121 to get. We'll come back in a short while.
Thank you, DJ. So that's a break time between the shift of the innings, and now we are about to the run chase. Target is of 121 runs from 120 deliveries. Lot many changes rather than the normal T20 that is to be seen in this tournament. As there's a golden over, there are 5 free hits that have been awarded to the batting side. There will be a batting power play. So lot many changes that the captain has to take care even while fielding as well as batting. The captain remains busy with the strategies as shifting strategies as the wicket falls. So many things to be taken care of. And here we are about to start the second innings of the morning session. Target is of 121 runs. And let me tell you, these low scoring matches are not that easy because the batting team has to be very much cautious while playing the shots. And a run is the need of the hour. So let's see what is going to be approach of Nageshi Youth as the 2 openers are out in the middle. Kedar Naik and along with his partner, the destructive batsman, nickname Nana, Sachin Kurpaskar. 2 openers out. Let's see who is going to start the proceedings, and it is definitely going to be the outstation player who has travelled all the way from Kanakana, a speedster, to carry on with the innings. Now checking which side to deliver, maybe from the Pepsi end. The player with the yellow cap on his head is going to hand over his belongings to the umpire before he could start the proceedings for SOS. Right now, doing the duty of main umpire, the Billy Boughton, Ajit Shirodkar at the non-striker side, where he'll be doing the duty of the main judge, and along with his partner Nilesh Naik doing the duty of the square umpire. So Bharat Durgas, another good thinking mind behind the stumps, knows in and out of the opponents, as he is also an outstation player for Nageshi Youth when some other tournaments are concerned away from SANGUEM, when SOS are not playing in the tournament. Bharat normally plays as outstation player for Nageshi Youth in the similar format, now playing for his home team on this ground. So plenty of things to be watched. Bharat is also a very clever cricketing mind behind the stumps, guides his fielder to gain the right positions, meanwhile setting the field for his bowler. 121 looks to be a very stiff total, but these low scoring matches are very much dangerous. Left-handed young talent Kedar on the striking end, and a devastating batsman at the non-striker's end who doesn't show any mercy to any bowler. If he keeps going, then definitely the match will maybe over before the allotted overs. So let's see what is going to happen. Vinesh with the ball, all set to deliver, right arm around the stumps as a left-handed batsman Kedar on the striking end. First delivery, pacey delivery. Kedar not in the mood, rather than leaving the ball to travel safely to the keeper. Vinesh starts with a dot ball. So here we go with the second delivery. Power play over is on. Kedar on the striking end. Wanted to pull, there's a fielder straight towards the mid-on. Amararkas, the captain, throws it back to the bowler, but away from the stumps. He has to be quick. He was slightly slower onto his start. If he had to be a little quick, then definitely A strong throw would have sent Kedar back to the pavilion. This is where the basics should be correct, as you can't afford to relax even for an inch when you are defending a very narrow total. And the only way where SOS can put Nageshi onto the back foot is quick wicket. Let's see whether the bowlers can manage to take some wickets. Otherwise, the things will be out of the reach of SOS. Meanwhile, Sachin Kurpaskar on the striking end. Bharat knows the strong and the weaknesses of this player. Let's see what are the strategies that are going to be applied. Again, a good delivery onto the body line. Bharat quick onto his feet, gathers the ball before the fielder from the square could come. Shubham gives up as he has seen Bharat coming charging to receive that ball. Vinesh delivers one more dot ball. This dot ball won't be bothering much for Nageshi Youth unless there's a fall of wicket. Because target is not that much, only 121 required. Fuller delivery, well played along the carpet towards the mid-on area. Fielder gathers the ball meanwhile. Single is on. And this single will post total to 2 runs. So now Kedar on the striking end, and that left and right hand combination making the fielders to dance from one end to the other, and even the field placements to be done every time when a single is on. Good pacey delivery right into the zone. Kedar not in a hurry, leaves the ball to go it past. So this is a wonderful gesture from openers. They know they have to keep the wickets because the ball will move a bit, and once the shine is gone, then it is going to be a batting paradise. Another good delivery onto the legs. Kedar wanted a single, but see the energy from Bharat Arkas. Very quick to react, gathers the ball, and what a lovely power play over concluded by Vinesh. Have given only 2 runs, but only 10 wickets are safe with Nageshi Youth. That concludes over number 1. So as not much of target, even I think DJ is also taking a little rest. So maybe waiting for the fall of wicket or the boundaries to be hit to play the wonderful strike. Meanwhile, let DJ take some rest. And the second over is going to be bowled by a shrewd all-rounder who normally plays for Goa Police, has been included by SOS as outstation player. So Sanjay Naik delivering the second power play over from the road end. A good individual, good talent, good all-rounder to be included in any squad, gives his 100% with the bat, with the ball, even on the field. So as Sanjay takes the ball, Sachin Kurpaskar decides to take the free hit. So now Bharat definitely going to have a word of advice or to think of what Sanjay wants to do now, where to keep that fielder as a free hit has been taken. So accordingly, they are setting the field, having a word of exchange. And Sachin Kurpaskar knows the strength of Sanjay Naik. That's why immediately trying to be safe, asking for a free hit so that even if there is a slight chance of a fall of wicket, then it is been denied on the very first delivery. So 2 fielders are outside the 30-yard circle. Sanjay Naik with the ball, about to deliver with a moderate run-up, right arm over the stumps. And this is going to be a very good challenge, if at all. Nana aiming to strike the ball. First delivery is quick swing of the bat, but no connection. Ball reaches quickly to Bharat Arkas, and the free hit has been not utilized the way it should be by Sachin Kurpaskar. So now since he has seen the length of Sanjay Naik, decides not to take the free hit. So let's see what is going to be approach of Sanjay Naik. Another good delivery, there's a strong connection, chance of a catch. Let's see who is going to take it. Sanjay Naik is waiting and Jason, safe pair of hands, takes the catch as the first wicket has been struck by Sanjay Naik in the second power play over. This is going to be a lucky big throw. The time will tell us. Meanwhile, it's time for DJ. Thank you, DJ. As the first wicket back to the pavilion, Mayur Tilve comes at number 3 position. Right now at the non-striker's end, as the strike was changed before the catch was taken cleanly by Jason. Sanjay Naik strikes. He is a very shrewd all-rounder. As the left-handed batsman is on the striking end, still decides to come over the stumps. Another good delivery, drives the ball to the covers. The fielder at the sweeper, slight fumble. Twist the call, throw is the right hand, but away from Sanjay Naik. If the throw was proper, then definitely it would have been one more wicket back to the pavilion, and Mayur would have been back to the pavilion without even opening the account. But a lucky escape as the throw was little wavered away from the stumps. Another good delivery onto the thigh. Bharat Arkas reacts even quicker than a blink of eye. Gathers the ball quickly, restricts the single. We are into the second power play over. Score is 4 for the loss of 1 wicket. Good contest is on. Still to come to bat is Ahmed Amsegar, Nikhil Naik. Again a good cut shot. Ball takes the inside edge and travels to Bharat Arkas. It looks like Bharat Arkas has a magnet in his hand and the ball is sticking and going towards the Bharat Arkas. Even if it is taking the inside edge onto the pads, it looks to be a good understanding from Bharat and the ball. So meanwhile, Sanjay Naik delivering on the occasion, thinking what to deliver next with a very moderate run-up, right arm over the stumps. Another good delivery right onto the zone. Kedar cuts the ball towards the third man to gain a single. A single on the final delivery of the second power play over. Score moves to 5 for the loss of 1 wicket. So this game continues, and a good disciplined bowling and a fall of wickets will definitely going to increase the intensity of this match. Meanwhile, second free hit has been taken by Kedar. Let's see whether this free hit has been taken to score some runs or to keep his wicket safe. The time will tell us. Kedar may be sensing that the boundaries have been dried up. 12 legal deliveries are bowled, only 5 runs on the board. So let's take a free hit and try to score some runs. So as the final over of the compulsory power play is on, The field placements are done as only 2 fielders can be kept outside the 30-yard circle. So Bharat Arkas, a computer mind behind the stumps, setting the field as usual. Good pull shot, a short pitch delivery has been treated well. Guides the ball towards the fine leg. Wider of the proper area. Ball travels quickly out of the fence, and that is the scoring shot from the bat of Kedar. The first boundary scored by Nageshi. Kedar strikes, and the boundary takes the total to 9. So this is a wonderful boundary that has been scored by Kedar. As soon as he has seen the short ball, just guides the ball with a flick of the wrist towards the fine leg. Good pitch delivery, Gully played well, drives the ball to the long off fielder. Meanwhile, before the fielder could collect the ball, a single is on to take the total to 10. Third over in progress, 10 for the 1. And now shift in the field placements as a right-handed batsman, Mayur Tilve on the striking end. And this is a wonderful arrangement done by SANGUEM cricketers as far as the commentary box is concerned. Yeah, me, Sagar Gosavi, Harish Kagodkar and Viraj Tendulkar enjoying this game at the side of the dugout in the camera. Meanwhile, a good promising delivery bowled by Vinesh Satarkar. Straight on the zone. Ball bounced a bit. Mayur wanted to cut the ball, but if there was a connection, then definitely either it would have gone to the third man or in the hands of Bharat Arkas. So good delivery delivered by Vinesh. Vinesh gaining the momentum now in this low-scoring match. Another good delivery, swing and miss. Bharat very quick to collect the ball. Vinesh delivers continuous 2 dot balls in this over. First delivery, courtesy of free hit, was guided towards the boundary rope, and now the dot balls are also coming. So with that, boundary score reaches to 10, and a third over in progress. Another good delivery, equally well played. Vinesh gaining the momentum. Delivers the third continuous dot ball, trying to shift the pressure, trying to shift the momentum from Nageshi to SOS. And if there is a slight increase in the required run rate, then definitely we can see the fielders charging up. And if there is a fall of 1 more wicket, the pack of fielders will be coming together. There's a wonderful pull shot. Ball goes out of the park. What a lovely strike from Mayur Tilve. Waited onto the back foot for the ball to reach to him. Only guides the ball onto his way using the pace of the bowler. That sixer takes the total to 16. DJ. Check. What a good over. Has been spoiled by Mayur Tilve. So Sanjay Naik to continue from the road end. Checking his field sets up. Good delivery, equally well played. Blocks the ball. A good defense. Sanjay gathers the ball onto his run-up mark. What could have been a very good, beautiful over. Only a boundary was scored. Only 5 runs had come off that over. And a couple of dot balls bowled. And the last strike has spoiled the equation. Score moves to 16. 4th over in progress. Down the leg stump, there is an appeal just to deceive the umpire, but umpire is very shrewd. Nilesh Naik very strict with the rules and regulation, stretches his arms to declare this is a wide delivery. That extra taking the total to 17. So here a partnership is building on between Mayur and Kedar. Kedar on the striking end, takes it on to the pads. Chance of a run out. Direct throw towards the non-striker's end, but equally well backed up by the fielder from the dip. There was an appeal, but as Sanjay is bowling round the stumps, maybe creating a doubt in umpire's mind whether it was pitched slightly outside the leg stump, or maybe the bowler has come in the way between the umpire and the impact. That is why umpire could not judge it properly, as the bowler has come in the middle. That was the signal from the umpire. So now as the single is on, right-handed batsman Mayur on the striking end. Mayur looking little confident after he smashing that 6 of courtesy a pull shot. Score moves to 18. 4th over in progress, 18 on the board. So far the run rate has shifted slightly towards the 7 runs per over. Another short pitch delivery, equally played well. Fielder much squarer than the normal position, but there wasn't much pace of the bat. Ball has been stopped inside the boundary rope. A strong throw from Ahmed Naik towards Bharat Arkas. Meanwhile, a couple of runs to take the total to 20. So far, still the match is on. Another good delivery, well played. Fielder at the point, Vinesh strikes but away from the stumps. Equally well backed up by another strong throw towards the non-striker's end. Meanwhile, a pair very quick onto their feet. Runs for a couple of runs to take the total to 22. 4th over in progress. 22 on the board. So now run rate is slightly improved by the batting side. Ball has been delivered outside the off-stump stretch of arms, saying it that it is a wide delivery. 23 on the board. So exactly 98 runs required from here on, and SOS needs 9 wickets. Let's see what is going to be the strategy from Sanjay Naik. As a gully and a point is the field placement inside the 30-yard circle. Good delivery, straight to Bharat Arkas. This is what is required. Drive, invite the batsman for a drive or deliver in the right zone where the batsman finds it difficult to judge whether to play on the front foot or to go on the back foot. Make a dilemma in the mind. Again cuts the ball. There's the fielder in act at the boundary rope. Fields the ball very carefully. Shubham Naik, a very strong guy character. Stops the ball from crossing the fence but could not stop a couple of runs. 2 runs to conclude the 4th over after completion of 4 overs. Score is 25. And Nageshi Youth are going at the run rate of 6.1 runs per over. So completion of 4. Let's see who is going to bowl the 5th over. Abhishek, the bowler. I've seen this guy in the previous edition. He's capable of bowling decent line and length and can deceive any top batsman, even if he's in top form. Can't take this bowler lightly. Meanwhile, he's about to deliver. Kedar on the striking end, and fifth over in progress. Five fielders are kept outside the 30-yard circle to save the ball from crossing the fence. A good contest will be on between Abhishek and Kedar. Left arm cuts the ball racing towards the boundary rope. Let's see, fielder leaves the chase. Ball crosses the fence. First delivery has been cut towards the gap between point and gully, and that makes the ball to travel to the fence. Boundary to take the total to 29. So this is going to put a little pressure on Abhishek. Left arm round the stumps to the left-handed batsman. Short pitch delivery pulls the ball away from the fielder. Even the two fielders are on the boundary rope. Won't be able to stop the ball from crossing the fence. Second boundary as the ball was pitched slightly shorter. Abhishek has to correct his line. In his length, the line is proper, but the length is not up to the mark. That gives chance for the batsman first to go for the cut shot, and now as the ball has been bowled towards the body line, short pitch delivery allows the liberty for the batsman to go for the pull shoot and straight into the gap. That boundary takes the total to 33. 33 in act in the yesterday's day. 33 has taken wicket as 33 was flashed on the scorecard. Let's see whether 33 can do it over here or... Oh my dear. It was almost if Kedar has to drag that foot out of the crease, then 33 would have strike almost rightly inside in the time as we see the replay. That makes Kedar survive. Another short pitch delivery pulls the ball along the carpet. Fielder from the mid-wicket gathers the ball, throws it back to the bowler, and the danger mark is crossed. Score moves to 34. So the body language of the fielders looks to be as if they have convinced themselves that if runs start flowing, then it may go out of the hands, but you never know. We have witnessed many innings and many matches where the fielders have put their shoulders down, but some moments in the match, out of sudden, some miracles that happened out of strategies of the captain that have boosted the confidence and finally ended up winning the matches. So many things may happen on the ground. Only thing is you have to keep your head high. You are not... Low full toss has been driven to the fielder. Pierced the gap between extra cover and the covers. Ball races in a flash to the boundary, courtesy a strong drive from Mayur Tilve. That boundary takes the total to 38. So here comes the next delivery. Another good area to deliver. One was the call, but Jason was quick to react. Stopped this incoming single, and now after the completion of 5 overs, score is 38. It's time for me to take a break to give a little rest for my throat as one more match to be played in the day. Inviting Harish Kakodkar in the commentary box for the further details.
Time once again down the leg side. A somersault effort here from the keeper. Let's wait for umpire signal. Should be wide. So 2 runs to the total. Score moves on to 40. This is the beginning of the 6th over. Siddhant is starting his fresh spell. Change of bowling from this roadside end. So far what we have seen is very compact batting here from Mayur Tirve and Kedar Naik. Left and right hand combination. Doing very well here for Nageshi Youth. They have kept Nikhil Naik and Ahmed Amshek a little lower because if you want to progress and do well in the future course of the tournament, you need this batsman to also get a touch. Oh, that's a lovely up and over the inner ring. Didn't time it that well, and quick running between the wickets by both these batsmen gives 2 runs to Nageshi Youth. Or maybe the think tank and management must have thought, yes, Mayur, Kedar are an important aspect. Nana Kurpaskar normally will come opening and he will go after the bowling. Should be wide. And if the services of Ahmed Amshikar is also required, he can come and open the batting along with Nana Kurpaskar. So they have got a lot of options, is Nageshi Youth. I know it's a strong side. They love the leather ball matches, leather ball tournaments, because it's the original format. Tennis, yes, you tend to forget even if you win the tournaments, you tend to forget everything. This is up in the air. It's going to be a difficult catch. Who is going to take this? Oh, very good catch here. Good running catch by Amar Arkas. This was not required. This was a ramp hawk. Wrong shot here opted by Mayur Tilve, and he has to go back in the pavilion through a good catch. So Siddhant strikes. SOS are getting the wickets that they were hoping to get. This is like a booster for them. They are keeping themselves in the match, although slightly ahead in this match at this stage, Nageshi Youth. But when you have lost a second wicket, you tend to feel good of your team. You know that, yes, wickets are tumbling. Is there a ray of hope? Is there a miracle that is going to happen? As the most important man comes onto the wicket, Nikhil Naik, everyone is waiting, eagerly watching and hearing me live as well on Goa Livecast. The man, one of the best batsmen to be playing in this tournament, hard hitter of cricket ball, was in the KKR squad. But he will be at the non-striker's end as the strike rotated once again down the leg side. Although he has got wicket, but is still not able to get the line and length right to the left and right hand combination. And Nageshi Youth have decided to carry along with this left and right hand combination to send Nikhil, and Ahmed Amshekar has been kept a little bit lower. The ball came back sharply over there to the left hander and very nicely played with soft hands. That's good batting here, good skills here from the left-hander Kedar Naik. He waited onto the ball jacked back in, played with soft hand, that was the key. And Nikhil Naik is a swift runner between the wickets. The moment it was played just outside the inner ring, he knew that these were 2 easy runs. Without taking risk, score moves on to 46 for 2. Still the 6th over is in progress. Asking run rate has crippled down somewhere around 5 runs per over, and still there are free hits, golden over still left. Once again, this is a wayward piece of bowling here from Siddhant. Some wides down the leg side. It is the same scenario which was bowled by Zubair Savanur for Nageshi Youth, where he bowled wide down the leg side, some wide outside the off stump. This time very nicely played up and over the covers region, specially lifted, no man patrolling in the deep covers. Safe shot, very compact shot here once again from left-hander Kedar Naik. Siddhant, in spite of getting wicket in this over, is turning out to be very expensive. 13 runs so far of his over, and they just cannot afford to give some easy boundaries. Just 70 more runs required of 86 balls at this stage when we are just into the 6th over. This time down the leg side, very nicely flicked away, and not a great effort in the field, and he should get a boundary now. This is a poor effort here from the fielder. I thought he should have stopped it even by his legs, but not much effort given in the field, and one more boundary. So expensive over, turning out to be very expensive, which SOS Sangem cannot afford at this stage. If you see carefully the outfield, once you cross the inner ring and if you time the ball beautifully, then you'll get value for your shots. Throughout the tournament, we have seen the case. And Kedar Naik is once again proving it to be right. Shot of good length, just outside, cut it just wide of point region. Fielder will get a single, and an expensive over comes to an end. Although wicket taking one, but in spite of losing a wicket, some momentum still going forward with Nageshi Youth after 6. The score is 56 for 2. So just 65 more runs required in 84 balls. And still Nikhil Naik has not faced a single delivery in spite of being on the field for 1 over. And trying to flick it down the leg side. Only 2 men are patrolling the deep boundaries. One at deep square leg and one at long on region for Vinesh, who showed his skills with the ball with good pace. They can clearly see the ball was pitched outside leg stump, and in spite of maybe hitting wickets, but once it is pitched outside, there is no way that umpire can give you out. And here comes Nikhil facing first delivery of his start to this tournament. One of the cracking batsmen. Now some change in the fielding positions here, maybe trying to put pressure with a slip with Vinesh bowling. In comes Vinesh from the Pepsi end to Nikhil. Very nicely played. Good pace is Vinesh is having, although he was much pacier, much quicker some 2-3 years back. Still showing that he has got that much of rhythm, that much of pace, and that much of accuracy to trouble any good batsman. Maybe because of the work schedule, you don't get that much of time for your fitness, or maybe continuously playing the match. Match fitness is also quite important, although outside you can do as much of fitness as possible. This is once again top edge. Who is going to take this catch? Amar Arkas once again down and takes a easy catch. So second catch taken, and Vinesh strikes, getting rid of Kedar Naik, who was looking very strong and compact. So a wicket at a crucial time. You can see that the ball went away from the left hand. Shot of good length, He wanted to play it pivotal short in the fine leg region, getting top edge. Good safe hands of Amar Arkas, getting third wicket for SOS Sangem. So one more wicket losing down, and in comes Ahmed Amsekar. So two of the outstation players that Nageshi Youth has brought in this tournament are playing out in the middle. Ahmed Amsekar has not faced a single delivery, whereas Nikhil faced a single ball and scored a single. Vinesh has been brought into the attack to get rid of Nikhil especially, but finally he got rid of Kedar Naik. But anyhow, wicket is a wicket because Kedar was also looking very, very compact and correct player. Oh, that's it. But that was a free hit, I guess. I was also excited. What a ball that was. Stunning delivery, absolutely. I can see from the replay here, right in the block hole. And look at the wicket where it had gone. It has gone many a row backs. I hope that the wickets are not damaged because these are very expensive wickets. Sensors are there on the top of the bails. That's where the lights blow up. Just because that was a free hit, Nikhil survived. Now Ahmed Amsekar taking his guard, leg stump guard. And Vinesh is firing. Vinesh is bowling a little bit more pace, better accuracy, hitting the stumps and uprooting the stumps way behind. In comes Vinesh. Ahmed Amsekar facing for the first time. Very nicely, watchfully played down the ground, as easy as it gets off the mark at long on region. Vinesh trying to get the similar delivery almost closer to the block hole length to Ahmed Amsekar. Ahmed Amsekar was very ready and played it simple shot, good punch down the ground that will give him confidence. Score moves on to 60. Just 61 more runs required of 79 balls. Asking run rate is not much, 4.63 at this stage. So again, good pace. We had seen the field position here for Nikhil Naik, Varadarkas, Amararkas, and company is trying to put more pressure on Nikhil Naik, trying to play a wrong shot that he will not like to play. So that dot ball will finish over number 7. Score is 60 for 3. So Sanju will continue with his bowling. Oh, that's a good shot. What a lovely cover drive. Absolutely no answer to that shot from the fielder and also from the bowler. This is a classic cover drive here from Amit Amshekar. Everything was so perfect. Proper cricket book shot. And I had already mentioned so much praise here for the groundsman. Also the wicket, the surface that we have got here in this tournament. This time once again outside edge. Not convincing where he would have liked, but he will rotate the strike, gets a single. It's a right flow here from the captain of SOS SANGUEM. Captain of SANGUEM, Amar Arkas, maybe thinking that there is no point in keeping good bowlers late because if we can't get wicket here of these two men, there is no point in waiting for the 20 overs because this match is not going to go into the 20 overs while chasing. Either it is going to end somewhere around 15 overs or it can end at 12 overs if these two batsmen play a few more shots with golden overs still in. So important is try and take wicket of both these men, and that's the reason why he has got Vinesh at from the Pepsi end and Sanju Naik to bowl from the roadside end. Good strategy here from Amar Arkas. Cracking shot. Good effort, but look at the power behind. Amar is the best fielder of the day so far from this side, and he put his body behind. Still he could not stop that. That is the power of Nikhil Naik for you. That's the first boundary here for Nikhil Naik, and SOS will be hoping that that is the only one to be. Otherwise, if he hits few more, then this match can get over within no time. Should be way outside. Wide signal here by umpire Nilesh Naik. Understanding that that shot of good length ball was easily struck down the long on the region. Once again, Sanju Naik. Shot. This was quicker here, but once again, Nikhil was little bit late, maybe expecting the ball to bounce little bit more, and the ball didn't bounce to his expectation, getting the edge there, and no chance for the keeper. So 4 runs once again. This time not a convincing shot though. 74 the score moves on to. Still 47 runs required of 74 balls. Once again, absolutely no one moved. Look at how well throughout the ground. You try to bounce me, I'll try to bounce you out of the ground. Nikhil is absolutely not worried about Sanjay Naik's pace. With those short balls, as easy as it gets. 3 boundaries so far in this over. And he has got himself going. 13 runs, quick fire from just 6 balls from Nikhil Naik. And with just 2 fielders patrolling the boundary line, these pull shots are going to fetch him more runs. This time, very nicely driven down the ground. Good timing, should be a single, but they scored the second run quite easily because both are good runner between the wickets. So expensive over here from Sanjay Naik. Although he has been brought to take wickets, but Nikhil Naik went after him in this over, and also Amit Amshekar. 4 boundaries in that over to Sanjay Naik. Means after 8 overs, Nageshi Youth are going at 80 for 3. Well, any song nowadays becomes hit in India. You never know. Social media can do anything. Oh, very nicely played. Up and over. The uppercut, we call it, was started by Sachin Tendulkar, then Virendra Sehwag, and many play nowadays. Short of good length, body line. Just wait for that ball to come onto the bat and just do the uppercut. This shot was played by Sachin Tendulkar even in Australia when the ball was bouncing and fetched him so many runs. If the bounce was true, and if you know that the ball will definitely going to bounce at this level, certainly that becomes a safe shot and also can fetch you a few runs. Nowadays, with the reverse, the switch hits, the scoop shots, every shot, every new shot is fetching more runs and making life difficult for the bowlers. Oh, very lovely delivery here. Great ball. If you can bowl consistently in this area, this line and this length, is definitely going to trouble most of the batsmen around. And Vinesh, we know that he has got the pace. If he can be accompanied by the accuracy and the pace, he can be lethal. This was in the air, and once again uppercut. This time Amar Arkas misses taking the catch. The uppercut fetching 6 for Amit Damshekar. You can see the swing of the bat, hit it, swung it very hard. If he had played with soft hands, this could have landed much inside. Although there was a chance, but Amar Arkas was very close towards that rope. Not an easy catch. 6 runs to Amit Damshekar. Very nicely played. Strong shot down the ground, always for a single. Nikhil Naik, you can see, just moving slowly. He knows that he wants to conserve his energy. Let's not waste our energy. This was always a single. Good partnership being put here by both these outstation players of Nageshi Youth. Nageshi Youth, I still remember commenting in their own tournament last year at Farmagudi ground. Once again, a lovely punch, a lovely sound of the ball hitting the bat, sweet spot of the willow. Change of pace, but he was very much ready for that slower ball. So once again, single to finish over number 9, going at around exactly 10 runs per over. Nageshi Youth, 90 for 3, just 31 required in 66 balls. Just 31 required of 66 balls match, well in the grasp of Nageshi Youth. I was mentioning about the tournament at Farmagudi where they organized. That was a wonderful tournament, and I always mention that we love to watch leather ball cricket, and just like how SANGUEM cricketers are organizing one of the best tournament, we also saw and witnessed one good tournament by Nageshi Youth where they were crowned winners. Crowned winners because they played a fantastic cricket. Nana Kurpaskar, Bharat Arkas was playing as the outstation player. Nana Kurpaskar played a handy knocker in bowling, in batting. So that's a very, very good unit. And with the addition of Nikhil Naik and such shots, this is so easy. Everyone thought it was a change of pace, but look at the punch there. Look at the power that he generated. That's the reason you would like to come here on the ground and watch this man live. This is going to be a treat if Nageshi Youth go on to win this match, and also looking strong to reach into the semis as well with such a strong outfit. So the full toss ball once again played in the gap. Is he getting a boundary? No. Very nicely fielded by the fielder in the deep mid-wicket region, the cow corner region. 2 runs added to the total. Score is 96. Just 25 more runs required, and still that golden over is left to be taken. We have seen Gino Dragons Mapsa as one of the strongest sides. They have beaten MCC, but MCC few players were missing. 178 target was easily chased by the Gino Dragons with Azim Kazi playing a handy knock, and Ninat Pauskar gave a rollicking start for them. So 180 was also made to look like nothing. So how good wicket is, how good balls are also being taken in this tournament, where in some of the tournaments people compromise with the quality of the balls, but when you have got some top batsmen who play Ranji cricket in Goa, Maharashtra, or ex-Ranji players, they must have also be having good bats. Considering all that, no compromise is done here in the SANGUEM Cricketers tournament. And all these aspects to carry along with this 8 days tournament coming every day, and umpires as well, commentators, scorers, the team of ground staff of GCA, also the Goa livecast team. Once again played with soft hands, doing slow and steady without, they don't want to give any wicket at this stage and want to finish off themselves. So after 10 overs, 98 for the loss of 3, just 23 more runs required in 60. And with that momentum in towards the Nageshi Youth side, we certainly feel that they will end it in the next 2 overs, because golden over is still left, and Nikhil and Amit Damshekar knows the format of this tournament. And required run rate is just 2.30. I will request Sagar Gosavi to give the further updates.
Thank you, Harish. Now just little formalities remaining. Meanwhile, let's see what is going to be approach of both these batsmen, as only 23 runs required. Ajit has been handed over the ball to deliver the 11th over of the inning. Score moves to 98, just 2 runs short of a 3-figure mark. Ame, a stylish batsman, looking very confident now. Meanwhile, the canteen is open. Both the teams, they have witnessed that some of the team members have already visited the canteen. So if you are hungry at all, stale food stuff is available in the canteen, as well as the energy drinks. First delivery flighted, there's a chance of a catch. Ame struck to the fielder, and that has been dropped by none other than Abhishek. So this is a slight misfortune. Good strategy was applied. Good planning, proper planning for Ame. Invited him for the cover drive. Even the plan was successful, but dropped by the fielder. Full delivery, slog sweep in act, straight to the fielder at the mid-wicket. Gathers the ball, throws it back to Ajit. And that's a three-figure mark up for Nageshi Youth. 100 onto the scoreboard. So more 21 runs required. Another good delivery this time, straight down the ground. No chance for any fielder. The sweet connection has been done by Amit Damsekar, taking the challenge on, hitting the six straight above the bowler's head towards the long on at the side of the side screen. So that is the area, the safest zone for the batsmen that most of the cricketers say as fielders are not placed very straight. That sixer takes the total to 106. More 15 runs required. Cuts the ball very hard between the gap. The gap has been pierced between the gully and the point, and that's a boundary. That boundary takes the total to 110. More 11 runs required. Whether Ame can finish off in this over itself. There's opportunity. He was dropped once and now looking very confident after the drop catch. Hits a six and a boundary. So let's see what Ame can do. Whether he can go for some more runs and try to finish it off as quick as possible because it's about to be lunch. Another lovely flight offered. Ame wanted a single but denied by Nikhil Naik. So this is the 11th over in progress, and definitely falling over is going to be golden over. Again, a played watchfully, drives the ball towards the long on area for a single. Ame retaining the strike in the golden over and has a chance to finish the match up in a style. So let's see whether Ame can do it now. In the golden over, you can't take the free hit. So Ame was asking for the free hit. But as per the rules of the organizers, you can't take free hit in the golden over. Captain to deliver. And it is going to be a very good contest between Amar and Ame. Both proving to be all-rounders. Ame did much in the batting, now taking the ball in his hand. First delivery plays watchfully straight back to the bowler. Ame taking his time before sensing if the delivers are being bowled in his zone, then definitely he's going to go after the bowler. Another good delivery, equally well played for a single, inviting Nikhil Naik onto the striking end. So far, two good deliveries bowled by captain of SOS, Amar Arkas, delivering right in the areas, making it little difficult for Amar to score some runs. Now Nikhil, who has got a very good punch right from the middle of the bat. On to the leg, there's a appeal, but it looks to be ball slightly towards the leg stump, as we are going to check it on a replay. Yes, it is slightly down the leg stump. There was an appeal. All the three stumps can be seen. So Nikhil survives, and he is also taking guard on the leg stump. Came down the track, drives the ball straight. Fielder doesn't move, and that's the end of the match, as the runs that are scored in the golden over will be doubled. And as we double, Viraj is very shrewd, immediately tells that that's the end of the match. So now that's all from the commentary box. We'll be going towards the presentation area. So giving mic to Harish Kakodkar to take the views of the captain at the presentation arena.
So I request the losing captain and the winning captain, and then man of the match, which will be told to us by Viraj Tendulkar. मातसो रिक्वेस्ट करता कॅप्टनाक कॅप्टन ऑफ SOS सांगेम मातसो हांगा यो आनी मागीर कॅप्टन ऑफ नागेशी यूथ नाना कुरपासकर. बरी एक बरी स्टार्ट जाय आशिल्ली. स्टार्टिंगेकच विकेट लूज केले आनी म्हाका दिसता थंयच खंय तरी मोमेंटम गेलो आनी मॅचीचो फ्लोज गेलो.
हय मेनली 20 ओवर्स पावर प्ले आसता तो युटिलायज जावपा जाय. एटलिस्ट चड रन येना जाल्यार 20 विथआउट लॉस तरी स्कोर जावपा जाय की ते मागीर स्कोर कॅरी ऑन करपा. आमची फर्स्ट तोरी विकेट गेली आनी मातशें बॅकफुटार उरले.
आनी म्हाका दिसता म्हाका खबर ना तूं हाजे पयलीं खंयचो लेदर बॉल टुर्नामेंट ह्या सिजनाक खेळा. मे बी दीस इज फर्स्ट ऑर हाजे पयलीं खंय खेळा शिरोडा एक खेळा. पूण म्हाका दिसता चड मॅची आनी चड टुर्नामेंट जायना सो तितलो फ्लो जो दिसता पडटालो. म्हाका दिसता अमर आज बरी इनिंग्स खेळ्ळो आनी हळू हळू ताजो फ्लो पयलींचो तो येवपा लागिल्लो आनी खंय तरी म्हाका दिशिल्लें की आनी मातसो वेळ उरिल्लो जाल्यार मातसो स्कोरी बरो जाता आशिल्लो.
बेजिकली खरें सांगपा म्हणल्यार आमी आयज येयल्या विथआउट प्रॅक्टीस. कोणाक प्रॅक्टीस नासलेली आनी सिजन टुर्नामेंट आतां गोंयांत खूब कमी चल्ल्या आनी तेजे खातीर आमी सिजन प्रॅक्टीस करपाक टायम मेळना. चडशे टेनीस आसता आनी टेनीस खेळप डिफरंट आनी सिजन हे टोटली डिफरंट जाता. सिजन खेळटलो जाल्यार प्रॅक्टीस व्हेरी मस्ट. सो आमी विथआउट प्रॅक्टीस येयले तरी पूण आमी पळयताले जातली गेम कित्याक आमच्या रक्तान आसा ती गेम. सो इजिली ती गेम येता पूण तें आमकां आयज वर्क जालें ना.
आज तुका दिसता तूं कितें चेंज करपाक शकतालो म्हळ्यार आतां जर तर तुका ही मॅच फूल एनालायज केली जाल्यार तुवें ज्या टिमीन कितें चेंजीस करपाक जाय आशिल्ले अशें तुका दिसता?
एक्चुली आमी पयलीं स्ट्रॅटजी कशी आसलेली मिडल ऑर्डर बीन आमकां जाय आसलेली. सो पावर प्ले समज हांव खेळ्ळो जाल्यार आमची स्ट्रॅटजी सारकी आसलेली. पूण पावर प्ले विकेट लूज जाले तेन्ना एखादे म्हाजे जाग्यार अमर गेल्लो जाल्यार तो स्कोर येवन तो कॅरी ऑन जाल्लो जाल्यार ते एक मातशें म्हाका दिसता की ते एक चेंज जावपाक जाय आसलेशें.
ओके, गुड लक टू यू इन द फॉर द टुर्नामेंट्स.
थँक्यू हरीश.
Meanwhile, हांव मागता कॅप्टन नाना कुरपासकर. सो कॅप्टन ऑन द फील्ड वेगळो आनी टॉकिंग कॅप्टन वेगळो. सो नाना म्हणटा आपूण कितें म्हणटा ते ग्रावंडाचेर करता, हांगा आपूण वेगळो मनीस आपल्यालो प्रॉक्सी धाडटा. सो आज मॅचीचे एनालायज पळोवपाक गेल्यार तुमकां स्टार्ट बरी मेळ्ळी आनी स्टार्टिंगेक स्टॅनली आनी मागीर तुगेलो नानान स्पिनर्स दोगांयनी लेफ्ट आर्मान एक बरें परफॉर्मन्स केलें.
हय, मेन म्हणजे तेच आसता पावर प्लेन कंट्रोल करप आनी स्टॅनलीन खूब बरी बॉलिंग घातली पावर प्लेन आनी मागीर नाना निखील तेंच्यांनी स्पीन जे बॉलिंग जे तेंची पडली आनी तेतून जे तेंच्यांनी विकेट घेतल्यो तेतून खूब तेंचो स्कोर सुद्दां आमकां एक जो जाय तितलोच आमकां आडोवपाक सुद्दां मदत जाली.
ह्या हाजेर ग्रावंडाचेर पळयलां आमी कितें 180 सुद्दां तितलो डिफिकल्ट ना कित्याक काल इजिली चेज जाल्ली आसा. विकेटी आनी पिची बद्दल कितें म्हणपाचें आसा?
विकेट बेस्ट आसा बॅटिंगेक आनी तूं इफ बॅट्समॅन स्टेज ऑन द विकेट म्हणल्यार तो रावलो समज एक 15 ओव्हरी पर्यंत सुद्दां एक सेट बॅट्समॅन जाल्यार तो खंयचोय स्कोर चेज जाता.
तुय आज बरो खेळटालो पूण कितें तकलेन चलतालें की एक रॉंग शॉट्स दिसली म्हाका की आनी मातसो खेळत जाल्यार तुकाय आनी फुडल्या मॅचीक बरें आनी चड कॉन्फिडन्स मेळटा आशिल्लो.
हय म्हळ्यार विनेश क्वीक बॉलर सो म्हाज्या कडल्यान खंय तरी तो शॉट एक खेळप लेट खेळपाचो तो हांव बेगीन खेळप आनी क्रॉस बॅटेड खेळप थंय म्हाजी मिस्टेक जाली ती समज ऑफान जर स्टेप सुद्दां केला एक 2 रन ऑर एल्स बाउंड्री सुद्दां मेळपाक शकता आशिल्ली तो म्हाजो एक रॉंग शॉट जालो अशें म्हाका दिसता.
आनी ऑस्ट्रेलियन प्लेयर निखिला बद्दल सगळ्यांकच खबर आसा. अमित आमचेकर इज ऑल्सो कमिंग इन फ्लो. सो 2 ऑस्ट्रेलियन प्लेयर्स दोगांय मोर बॅटिंग टायप आनी तुमचे कडेन बॉलिंगूय आसा. सो प्रॅक्टीस चलता काय डायरेक्ट आयल्यात?
आमी नेट सेशन करता आमचे ते कॉलेजी कडेन GVMS कॉलेजी कडेन नेट्स आसा थंय आमी वचून सांजचे टायम मेळटा तशें प्रॅक्टिसूय करता आनी ती बिकॉज सिजन बॉलान मेन नेट्स मातशे फिल्डिंग ड्रिल्स हे खूब इम्पॉर्टंट आसता कित्याक हालीं आमी पळयला की टेनीस बॉल टुर्नामेंट खूब जाता आमच्या सायडीन आमी खेळटा बट चडसो प्रिफरन्स आमी एक बरें समज खेळटलो जाल्यार नेट सेशन एक जाय बिफोर मॅच ऑर एक 2-3 दीस मॅचीच्या पयलीं एक बरें नेट सेशन ऑर फिल्डिंग ड्रिल्स समज करून येता एक बरो प्लेयरांक सुद्दां एक बरो दिसता की येस आपल्यान आपल्या फाटल्यान बॅकअप आसा आपल्यान नेट सेशन केला ऑर एल्स फिल्डिंगूय केल्या सो ते एक तांकां प्रत्येकाक मागीर बूस्ट दिता एक कॉन्फिडन्स दिता सो ते आमी करपाचो प्रयत्न करता.
आयची मॅच तुमी जिखले पूण आतां फुडली मॅच खेळटले जाल्यार पॉझिटिव्ह खूब आसा तुमकां नेगेटीव जे आशिल्ले ते पॉझिटिव्ह करपाचे तुका कितें पॉयंट दिसता?
ती म्हणल्यार एक फिल्डिंग ड्रिल्स करपाची ती प्रॅक्टीस मेक्स मॅन परफेक्ट म्हणटाली आमी सो ते आमी जाता तितले फिल्डिंग प्रॅक्टीस समज ग्रावंडाचेर करता वचून एक जस्ट कॅचीस जावं फिल्डिंग मारप ते आमकां खूब एक बूस्ट करपाक प्लेयरांक सुद्दां बरें दिसतालें की जेन्ना कॉन्फिडन्सान एक बरे प्लेयराची जेन्ना कॅच येता ती घेवप मॅच टर्न जाता सो कॅचीस विन मॅचीस म्हणटा आमी ऑर एल्स फिल्डिंग सुद्दां एक बाउंड्री सुद्दां सोडप मागीर तो ऑटोमॅटीक प्रेशर येता बिकॉज त्या प्लेयराक मागीर एक बूस्ट मेळटा आनी तो मागीर फुडें वचून कॉन्फिडन्सानूय खेळटा.
बरोबर कारण फिल्डिंग आज पयले आसा कॅच ड्रॉप केल्यार तोच प्लेयर 15 नाल्यार सेंचुरी मारपाक शकता. सो गुड लक टू यू इन द नेक्स्ट मॅच इन सांगेम क्रिकेटर्स.
थँक्यू.
Meanwhile, man of the match prize will be presented by Jason Pereira. हांव मागता जेसन पेरेरा बाबा यो and the man of the match prize. And man of the match, there was a close shave, but finally we decided जाणे बरी स्टार्ट दिल्ली नागेशी युथाक त्या मनशाक वता ते वता स्टॅनली. 3 wickets for 18 runs and ताणे गोल्डन ओव्हरी घाल्ली आनी थंय ताणे विकेट घेतिल्ली. So Stanley is the man of the match in this Nageshi youth. So he is definitely now one up against Sapresh Mulvi. Stanley, good bowling performance, 3 for 18. So बरी एक स्टार्ट मेळ्ळ्या टुर्नामेंटाक तुका.
हय आमी म्हणल्यार एक हें केलोलें एक गूड लायन दवरून घालता म्हूण आनी पावर प्ले मातशें आडोवन दवरता म्हूण म्हणल्यार फाटल्यान तांकां मातशें बॉलिंग घालपाक बरें पडटा म्हूण.
बॉल कितें स्विंग जाताले काय नॉर्मल पिच विकेट बरी आशिल्ली स्विंग तुका मेळटाली काय मेळनाशिल्ली?
ना स्विंग मेळटाली आनी पिचूय बरें आसलो तशें स्विंग जातालो बॉल तशें कांय नॉर्मल घालता.
आनी तुवें हांगा तुका खबर आसा की गोल्डन ओवर घालप ही मातशी डिफिकल्ट. गोल्डन ओवर घालता आसतना मनान कितें चलता की आपूण नॉर्मल घालतलो काय आपूण फील्ड चेंजीस करतलो काय बॅट्समॅन आसा त्या प्रमाणे थंय चेंजीस करतलो कारण कितले रन काडटा ते डबल जाता.
एज अ बॅट्समॅन पळोवन घालपा आसलेलो पूण हांवें अमर आसलो एक मातशें डिफिकल्ट आसलेलें कित्याक तो मातसो बरो बॅट्समॅन तो मारून खेळपाक शकतालो तो आवट जालो आनी आमकां मातशें इजी जालें तें.
आनी म्हाका दिसता की स्टार्टिंगेक जे विकेट मोमेंटम मेळ्ळो तुवें तो दिलो तो मागीर कॅरी फॉरवर्ड कंटिन्युअस विकेट वचत रावले आनी म्हाका दिसता अमराली विकेट जी पडिल्ली ती बी क्रुशल आशिल्ली त्या टायमार नाल्यार स्कोर मातसो चड जाता आशिल्लो.
अमर आनी भरत मातशें तेणी ते रावलो जाल्यार मातसो स्कोर चड जाता आसलेलो आनी अमर टायमार आवट जालो आनी मातशें जालें तेंचें स्कोर थोडो जालो.
सप्रेश मुळवी तुजो बरो फ्रेंड मातशी इंजरी जाल्ली आसा आमी टुर्नामेंटाक फुडल्या मॅचीक पळोवपाक मेळटलें काय मेळपाना?
ना तो चड इंजुरी ना ताका जातलो
जातलें तागे सदांचेच.
ओके.
So good luck to Stan and Nageshi youth in the next match.